Hello everybody, my name is Mycernius and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. I actually hopped onto the bandwagon a lot earlier this time. Now, this music is awesome, I love it. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna turn the volume down. Turn the sound down and all that. Anyway, I was gonna say this. By the way, I'm recording this a little bit differently because, well, I've been told that we can go, if we go here, things will change the game. Which is kind of weird. Because why would you want to delete characters? Because that'd be stupid. That would break the game. Seriously. Anyway, before the game started, it gave me all this, these facts. Not really facts, it was... First off, it was telling me if players under a specific age under 13 couldn't play. Luckily, I'm like 14 turning 15. So, yeah, I'm a year older than the specific deadline of if you're under 13, then yeah. Anyway, it also gave me all this this stuff about like depression and all that stuff. And it was just like the players who are playing, people who like are suffering from this, they don't suggest really playing it because they might not like, they won't react the same way as some other people. Like I wouldn't react. Like I'm not someone who suffers from like depression, but again, I hate that depression really. Although I can't really do anything about it. Anyway, this is like, as you can see, it's an anime-like game, different from this channel. Don't know how it's gonna be reacted. Might do this in parts because I know I'm not gonna make it far throughout this game. Also, there are different endings, so we're gonna try to do one ending. And if you want me to try to do another ending, write it down in the comments. Probably at the last video of Doki Doki Literature Club, or even like throughout the comments of the other videos. Anyway, let's get into the game. New game. Please enter your name. I always hate games like this. Just kidding, I love games like this. I'm just gonna go with my name. Gigan. Hey! Hey, Link! You up? Anyway, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Hector Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would just get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I love this music. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Just giving her a manly voice. Thanks for waiting up. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh wait, that's me. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. This is so anime. I wonder how my Discord friends are gonna react to this, because they're just gonna say Doki Doki Literature Club on Discord. I wonder how they're gonna react to me. Anyway, doesn't matter. My friend Matthew, or Rex, or Doge, or whatever he goes by now, would love this, because he's getting into anime now. Anyway. That's mean, Keegan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. I'm sorry, I read that, I was like, let the inner anime come out. We cross the street together to make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Phlegm came out. By the way, Keegan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I keep forgetting to read my name. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? But did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on. Sayori looks too worried a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Is this a hunch because I'm playing video game and it's an anime? I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Sayori, you're talking to Keegan here. I'm the most sociable person in all of the lands. I mean, seriously, Sayori. I mean, have you met me? I mean, we've known each other for years. I am an extrovert. Okay, anyway. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. You got that? No promises. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Really? I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh no! No! Let me just... In real life, in a real school I go to, there was a girl in grade 9, same grade I am in, who started an anime club. I thought it was really stupid, still think it's really stupid, and I got told that all they do is talk about anime cooking, and watch anime cooking. Now let me tell you this. Well, let me ask you this. What is anime cooking? And what is it? It's just a thing and it's anime, and it's cooking. Anime cooking. Anyway. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Gotta hand it to it, guys, Sayori. You don't need to wait up for me. If it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought you know. Know what, Sayori? What's with the blush and the eyes and the such? What are you doing? Stop it! What's with the blush? I hate it. Well, you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Boy. I gotta stop that. Maybe. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Wow! That's like the game we're playing. Not that I was aware, even ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. You what? And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Ugh. Fine. Fine. Do it. Only 'cause of you guys. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom doors. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Girl 1. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Girl 2. Oh, thanks. Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey, Keegan, what a nice surprise. Girl 3. She knows me. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Can't make a song with this music. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Good job, me. Pat on the back. Wasn't expecting it from me. Although then again, I am my own person. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, that's Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh, okay, that was the end of the sentence, apparently. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki. Always full of energy. Sure. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I put my hand out in a formal gesturally fashion of a handshake. Okay. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right! It's great to see you again, Keegan. Yeah, okay. Monica smiles sweetly. We didn't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Were we in a gym class? I love this tune. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Keegan. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. What up? Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Okay. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow. I feel like a minion. Wow. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. That's not how it would be said, but okay. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, there it goes again. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavors. I wonder if she made it herself. One sec. This is the only thing I got. Oh, this is really good. This is really good, I say. Thank you, Natsuki. I was about to say thank you. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Wait, what? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. Now you dummy! Alright, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set? You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess. don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that you know. I believe you. I believe you. I was about. Okay. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. And real life me actually does like tea. He says as he takes a fake drink of water. Delicious. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of that question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a bored member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. You know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Let me just say I'm not gonna actually try to do any girl voices because you kinda tell I can't. It feels like nothing, but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events, I'd much rather take something that I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in that club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that are much more important. Ting! I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Super Monica! Right, everyone? A blank silence in the room as everyone stares at her, while Sayori shoves cupcakes in her face. Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. We'll never know. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm and literature. I don't even know what literature is. I mean, I probably do, but I'm stoop right now. I know it involves poems and books. So Keegan, so Keegan, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read this past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. That's a lie. I have a book that my teacher told me to read. Well, she didn't tell me to read it. She said that we had a book thing that we gotta do, that I'm reading. It's called Unhinged. Check it out. Promo to the book reader. It's actually really good. It's a book. Unhinged is a really good book. It's like a Wonderland-esque themed book. Anyway, let's get back into the video. Considering how little I've read, oh yeah, manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. She comes up with a list of like 100 books. Yuri traces to the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep in complex fantasy worlds. Unhinged! Yeah, as I was saying, it's like a fantasy type Wonderland. It's themed around Wonderland. And a girl named Alyssa. Anyway. Anyway. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign word is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. But you know, stories with deep psychology elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book. I read a horror book once. It went something like Stephen King's The It, except it involved a lot more killing. Yeah, you get it? You get it? I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson! Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment, where Stephen King's It actually killed someone. Besides poor little Jimmy at the bottom of the manhole. I totally watched it, or read the books. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, well, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Objection! You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud!" And give that back! Fine. Yeah? Your cupcakes. Your poems. Everything you do is just so cute. As you are. Sayori's Siddles? You mean slides? Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Hey, Wadi. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand now how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just a confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You might be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Wink wink nudge nudge, help her. Dot dot dot. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Dot dot dot, question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. I English goods. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Dot dot dot. Yeah! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Keegan? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Isn't that right? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, dear. Piglet! but, I'm sorry, I thought... Keegan? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. My character is such a perv. Sheesh. I mean, calling them beautiful, like... I don't know where I'm going with this. What's the word? It's nice. Although saying it to yourself is kind of creepy. Then saying it to them is also kind of... There's no win here, okay. It's nice to call someone beautiful. Although it's not really something you say to someone. Or to yourself about someone. Okay, the last part is a lie. You kind of say it to yourself. Anyway, let's just get back into the video. There's no way I'm winning this. I'll join the literature club. Is it me or did they just get taller? One by one, the girl's eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy. Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Also, first off, I thought she didn't like me. You can't see what I'm pointing at. I'm gonna put an arrow at her because I forget her name. Natsuki, I think it is. Yuri. Yeah, it's Natsuki, I think it is. Thanks, I guess? Yeah, Monika, Natsuki, Yuri, forget her name. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Keegan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah? Yeah. Can I really impress the class? Star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Suki clear up their food. Sayori, that's her name. Hey Keegan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. Because she always stayed after school for clubs. I double-clicked, I'm sorry. Sure, might as well. Yay! Well, with that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure a good fortune will find me. And I guess this starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. It's time to write a poem! Pick words that you think your club members will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. I don't get it. Okay, time out. I'm gonna make this. Okay, I'm gonna say it in the beginning of the video. Extraordinary. Marshmallow. Contamination. Sing. Determination. Sunset. Death. Holiday. Wrath. I'm gonna use marshmallow. Oh, okay. Bouncy. Incapable. Skirt. Whistle. Sensation. Summer. Nightgown. Starscape. Whisper. Papa. Summer! I'm not trying to get her. Okay. Puppy! Inferno. Inferno. Okay. Universe. Alone, because my character is an introvert. Raindrops, hair. Climax. Climax. Shiny. Breathe. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Broken. Fat. Boop. Smile. Unstable. Okay. Firefly. Fireflies lit up the kawaii. Depression. Vitality. Valentine. Graveyard. Anxiety. Sadness. Money. Lollipop. Lollipop. Doki Doki. I'm gonna do Doki Doki, y'all, because it's Doki Doki Literature Club, so embrace, dance, silly, scars. Fantasy. Sugar! Together, amazing, awesome, question, cute, hop. Hop! Jumpy! Wonderful! Prayer! Because I'm Christian and all that. Hi, Keegan! Hey again, Keegan! Oh no, hey, Monica.
Glad to see you. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Seriously, Loki, I'm glad you didn't run away. Ugh. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Keegan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Keegan always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. I'm not having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting.
And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Keegan can become good friends too.
Sayori? Go away.
Dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's just put me into.
Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori?
Me? Not really.
Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Oh, it's so away. Just lines covering the eyes, just all that. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I won't make it a big deal. If you don't want it to be. Oh, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Alright.
Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. I am a robot, beep boop beep boop. I do not control feelings.
Ew. Wait.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Give me the book. I have it now, and I will win the book reading contest. Phew. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off at some schedule activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand.
You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? I mean, seriously. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, manga, right? I never said that. Yes, I did. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. How dare you talk about my conversations behind my back? Yeah. Besides, kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga to slip the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Oh wait, I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Oh yeah. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It wasn't the tone in your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Keegan. Consider this lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh my gosh. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hand. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking anime feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. I meant to do an X thing. The X thing that they do. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I know that feeling, girlfriend. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. 9! Exclamation! Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder. I just picture any anime that consists of a guy with glasses reading, and just like, just some random person just going, yes, I have watched anime in my day, and are peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've finished reading the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of this series since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have any plot? Seriously. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. It's so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's baking. It's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as she... I just told you about this like 30 minutes ago. As if she doesn't want to admit something. Well, yeah. What does that matter? It doesn't. I'm just curious. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? Baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because of it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Aha! Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? Seriously. I mean, seriously. Okay, we've changed, scene. ... Reread on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. ... Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always got excited when I convinced any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoyed. You know what I mean? ... That was a blink! That was a blink! You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Okay. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Maybe I can do it for you. I know these kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over there. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found out this. At least it's safe here in the clubhouse. Club room. Kept Monica. Wait, what? Kept Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Underline! That's a face. That is a face. Can you see the face in her words? That is a robot face! So... Aha! Ha 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 ha! Jeez, that's not enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. What was that? I totally forgot about this part. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that, and being able to prove that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Aha! Okay, everyone! Are you already with today's poems? ... Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry! I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Kapuya! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it toward Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really don't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course! It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Oh! By tomorrow? I only get partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in change for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I totally did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I've agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sarah and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sarah's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a compositional notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I feel like... Okay, one sec. I'm gonna save. Are you sure you want to overwrite? No. Return. Okay, we're gonna save there. It's gonna be like an hour now, so I'm gonna end the video here. If you want to continue, just leave a like, all that stuff. But yeah, subscribe and like to see some more videos. If you enjoyed this video, again, leave a like. Try to get 5 likes. And until my next video, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Peace!